What's up guys, this is Scher talking, welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I'll talk about the Rearguard Focus formation, one of the newest ones that is actually geared towards challenges. And you can use 2 damage dealers and maybe 3 support units, but there is a trade-off. You have increased damage for STR, Dexterity, and Intelligence-based damage dealers. They will even get a weak attack boost, increasing damage by 15% when attacking weak targets. But all of their attacks become delayed. That means that they will not get easily combos because you need to have all of your attacks after a boss in order for that to proc. So usually those 2 attackers can combo by themselves, but not together with the other units. But the increased damage may actually be beneficial if you can kill a boss faster. But those 2 slots don't get anything defensively. There's no defense boost, there's no endurance and wheel buffs. But the other 3 slots where I say that you should be using support units will get endurance and wheel increased by 25% for all 3 slots. They will also reduce damage taken by 25% and they will be more likely to be targeted. So, your damage dealers don't have damage reduction, don't have status buff defensively, but they will not be so easily targeted by, of course, single target or row or column attacks. Now, your support units can actually have some weakness because you are fixing their endurance and will. But how do you actually take full advantage of this? Well, I'll show you how. Just remember that slot number 3 is the slot with the highest chance to be attacked. But how do you take full advantage of this formation? Well, I can tell you that I will place my toughest support unit in the middle because it will draw more enemy attacks, and in this case is Faldor because he does have high resistance versus physical types, and he also has good enough endurance and will to take some damage. This character will also recover HP by the end of turn, so he even self-heals. The other 2 support units have lower sustain, like Muse with only 420 endurance but 516 will. She also recovers HP twice by the end of turn, but it's a little squishy. But now we are giving her 25% endurance, 25% will. This helps a little. And then we have Razan here. Razan will be using either Resonant Radiant Blade or Relief Zone. So either status buffs or attack and defense boost. Relief Zone can also be used as a chase, and this removes debuffs as well. So it's a very important character to be used, and he can be placed on the front line now because of endurance and wheel buff. We don't have many formations that buff endurance though. So this is one of the best ones when you are dealing with physical attacks. Now, we have our support units. Now let's talk about the damage dealers. It's better if you bring characters with access to attack and defense boosts. Why? Because those will take more benefit of status buffs, because they will scale faster, and this characters like Bertrand gives defense boost when attacking with cold attacks, buffs all status when attacking with shadow attacks. That means that everything will go in his favor. Other character that works pretty well is Mirza, because he already gets lots of attack and defense boosts via his hero switch passive. So he gets more status via my buffers and then more status via the formation. So it's even better to bring damage dealers that have high will, because they won't get any will buff from the formation, and they need extra layers to resist versus debuffs and ailments. So Mirza does have very high will. Look, 559. Bertrand as well, 537. So they are perfect characters to be used on the Rearguard Focus formation. And I have just a perfect challenge for that. The Netzweiger Rabbit Dash event on the Romancing difficulty, so you guys can see the whole squad working. Okay, I equipped my characters to defend versus Netzweiger. So Netzweiger tries to apply stun and poison. We'll see if more characters are protected or not. I have my Muse, and I also have Razan, and Razan will be using Relief Zone so that we have more buffs. With Faldor just using his best skills when available. Mirza has to charge 2 times with Heroic Stance, and Bertrand can also just wait 1 turn to start dealing more damage. He will buff himself if he uses Frostbite. Bertrand can also counter, but in this formation he will not, unless we are, well, countering AoE direct attacks that are not so common. But Netzweiger does have one, so we can still counter, but it's unlikely. Use your Bertrand as a full damage dealer. Other mages will work pretty well in the back row as well. like the newest rock bouquet. Let's see if I'm gonna see. I got a counter, but this is an AoE attack that has direct damage. Got that right stance. Self buff it. Now on the next turn, I will use my strong attack. I don't need to heal this turn yet, so Relief Zone, Pound. I will use my last heroic stance, and now my Tenebrae Glaces. There's this problem with this formation as well. It's nice to see the row attacks will hit all these 3 characters in the back row. This boss also self-buffs a lot, so there's this problem. See that we are attacking last. The good thing about attacking last is that your buffers will buff your damage dealers before they attack. Always. Sometimes the speed of your attackers can be a problem if they are attacking before your buffers, but in this formation, this will never happen. Now it's time to heal the party. We need so Fright Fluid and Under Relief Zone, I guess. But let me tell you something. In this case here, Mirza can use Steel Blade Light that already has delay, so that he becomes just what he already was, but stronger. Silver Light Fangs also works just fine, but it will become delay. Usually we want to use this attack as it is. That is a normal attack that can be used before the enemy attack even, so that you heal before. But if you want to use this before the enemy with a guarantee, wait for Overdrive. In Overdrive, they will still attack before the enemy. So in this case, if you really need to heal with a guarantee, use Steel Blade Light. If you want to bet on getting extra changes, use Silver Light Fangs. If you want to use Left Fork with his Mirza, it's also pretty nice, because he will always be attacking after he is buffed by Muse and by Razen, if he is also buffing STR, that is. Buff STR with Razen, you have to use his Resonant Radiant Blade or his skill number 1, White Wolf Fang. Okay, Tenebrae Glaces right after the first, so that's very strong. It also debuffs intelligence of the enemy, so very good. Now I will be healing with Muse. And as you can see, damage is scaling super fast here. $1,600. Now Silverlight Fangs, we have a chance of chasing Silverlight Fangs. Will give you more damage if you just want damage. When compared to Steel Blade Light, but Left Fork will always do more, although that Swagger is only weak to Sun. So let's get back to Noble Prayer, keep with our relief zones. Found. Silverlight Fangs is also very cheap. I can keep using this like many times, just like I am able to use Tenebrae Glaces once more with my Bertrand. The next turn we'll have Overdrive. Yeah, we're getting very close to the end of the fight in I don't know how many turns. 5. Muse is healing, so my Muse don't need to heal. So, let's do Overdrive. I'll use Resonant Radiant Blade this time, just to increase my damage a little. Maybe even consecutive Crash Down, Silverlight Fangs, and Crossfire. Next turn, this fight is over. So, I guess I could explain how strong you can get just by knowing the right characters to use in this formation. You're going to get 3 attacks with Mirza, that's right. That's why I said that it's better to use this. If you do not really need to heal, you can bet. And that's it. You kill it. But I think Bertrand will kill. With delay. With a very cheap attack even. And we didn't get inflicted with stun or with poison. but Bertrand was also debuffing intelligence. Now I'll show you another squad that is similar and will work in a different fight. This time I have two other support units, Razan, that is still the same, but he is on the front line. I have Maria, and this time she's using Golden Dragon Dance for all status buff because I have Leon in the back row. Well, Leon is better with Maria than with Muse because she buffs dexterity. Then we have Bolkon that already benefits from being on the back row because his attack is already delayed, so he gets 75% increase in STR. Leon is good as well because he gets damage block with some of his attacks, so he's going to take less damage even if he's not getting extra endurance and will. I also have Death. Death will be using Dark Fire to debuff intelligence or Dark Barrier to just get or defense boost. The fight where I'm bringing this squad is in the Corridor of Destiny. So, well, this fight here can be a little tricky because there's way too many elements, but we'll go and check it out. Okay, so we lose 1 LP, Leon loses 3 because of his bullets, but well, Razan is going to use Relief Zone all the time. Maria will open with Sunlight Blow. Death will just use Dark Fire to debuff. Then Bolkon will start with Vanishing Illusion, while Leon just does Frozen Revolver. But he has 2 gouges, so there's this little problem. I just want to show you how this works. Don't need to go as far as the second gouge. The good thing is that Leon only needs to charge 2 times since Death is in the party. He cannot take LP damage though. Oh, we got blunt damage increase with Bolkon and 10 BP by the end. That's actually nice. Relief Zone again. This time I will use Golden Dragon Dance, Dark Fire, Vanishing Illusion, Frozen Revolver for the last time. So Maria buffs Leon before Leon attacks, always. Leon third has fast attack, so he will sometimes attack before being buffed, and that's not really good. Hence why this formation kind of helps him. Also, he likes to do multiple hits. Not going to kill us. And when you see your characters in the back row attacking, that means that you are in the end of a turn. So, Razan can use Merciful Light or White Wolf Strike. I will use White Wolf Strike because I will also use Light of the Sun to give evasion. And Death will keep with Dark Fire for now, Vanishing Illusion, and finally Acrobatic Race that has fast, but won't be fast now because we are on delay. Vital Strike also buffs Dexterity, so Leon damage will be increased. Mortality is pretty strong, but it was just negated. Oh, you're attacking 2 times the wolf. But, see, Leon is already attacking and doing good damage. Now let's see Bolkon here. Well, he didn't kill, but as soon as we break through this HP gauge, we're going to get to the second. So, Relief Zone, that is. Or just Merciful Light, it's even better. While Maria uses Golden Dragon Dance. This time I'll be using Dark Barrier. It's fast. And Bolkon doesn't have enough PP to use what he feels best. Leon will not attack here, because suddenly will be dead before. And that's it. Dead. Second gauge. Everyone got some extra healings. That's a good start of the second part of the fight. The second part of the fight is much harder though. You get defense for some turns. So, keep with your Relief Zones, Golden Dragon Dance, keep with your Dark Fire, and start choosing your best attacks again. Let's see how much damage we get with Leon while Sarui has his defense boost. We are even evading some attacks already. See that Leon not 0 damage because he has damage block. So being in the back row was not bad for him. It's okay damage for this turn. Yeah, it is. Well, Volcon got 7 VP back. Means that he can nuke again. Got under 10. That's awesome. So keep with all that you have been doing again and again. Rinse and repeat. Again, damage block. We're going to get into overdrive pretty soon. And hopefully when Sarui doesn't have any defense boost anymore. Yeah. Let me see if it still has. Maybe this is the last turn. Yes, he doesn't have any more. But Volcon is not on overdrive though. So be it. I'll even use Netherward Sight for bigger damage. If we don't kill in this turn, we kill on the next. This was again another type of fight where I could sacrifice some buffs to the rearguard characters. Where they can do more damage by being on this position, having increased status buffs. Damage block again. And now it's time for Volcon. But he will only do this by the end of a turn. This Ex Machina deals some good damage. But we even evaded. Yeah, finishing the fight. And I do hope this explains how this formation works and how you can take benefit. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't. If you want to support the channel, you can use the links on the description of the video. We have a Patreon where you can support the channel. And I hope to see you soon in the next video. Bye.